Hello, it's Anna here. How are y'all doing today? I know it's been a bit of a long time since I made a video, but everything's set up now, so I'm thinking I can start doing it again. So I will be making a video about why I haven't been on much and explaining what has been happening. But I thought I'd finish out my book series of the books that I do not like. And the last one may be a shocker, but once I explain the trope and why I don't like the trope, I hope you guys learn about that part. So this is basically the list of books that you would literally have to pay me in order to read them, or even consider reading them. Or you would have to literally bring my mom back in order for me to go ahead and read it. That's how bad these books are, in my opinion. Now, I understand the last one is a bit shocking, but it's not so much that I hate the book or the book series. It's just I hate the romance trope in that one, and I will explain about that when I get to that book. But the first book series we're going to be looking at is called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I have a funny feeling I'm not the only one that literally will take this book and burn it straight from the get-go. Like, you can give it to me as a birthday present or a Christmas present, and I would just lock it up somewhere. Like, that is how bad I hate this book. Like, that's pretty bad. Like, yeah, book burning is not exactly a good thing to do. But basically, this book is about Christopher Boone. He's 15 years old with Asperger's syndrome, and basically, it's a little bit about the murder of the dog, and the rest of the book is about him finding out the truth about his mom, what happened to her, why she disappeared. And at the end, it's like, oh yeah, we gotta resolve the fact that this dog died. Yeah, I don't think Mark Haddon actually really did any research into how this would work out. For example, how can a minor with no parental supervision, no permission, and the airport people are not aware that he is by himself and has no permission from his father, can travel to another country? Like, I understand this book took place back in originally 2003, but especially after 2001, airport security was about as tighter than a knot, was that knot? The Gordian knot, the one that Alexander the Great apparently cut and to become ruler of all the known universe, or whatever it was. But yeah, if you want to read this book, that's up to you. I would honestly look up at Wikipedia to see what this book is about, because unless you're one of those people that can actually understand it straight from the get-go, you're not going to be able to understand it from the get-go. And next up, we have Raven Space School. Oh boy. This is basically just one big cliche of tropes. Like, you got the new girl at a new boarding school trope. You got the poor girl getting a scholarship to the elite boarding school trope. You got the horse girl trope. You got the snob trope. It's basically just one book. Each book is all cliche. All the tropes. And it's sickening. And there's just so much going on in here. And it's like, oh my god. And so many crimes being committed in this series. It's okay. So for example, like, the main character, instead of sticking with a pony that could help her get to achieve her dreams and everything else, she wants to go for this wild horse that apparently nobody can ride, and she thinks she can be the only one to ride it because she loves the mare, and the mare apparently looks at her and it's like, oh, hi. And then, without permission from either the owner, the instructor, the headmistress, and everybody involved that should be involved, she just borrows a pony from another owner because the wild one likes that pony, and just goes and just goes to use it. Thankfully, nobody got really hurt because obviously it's a wild horse. Why would you do anything with it really without training? But she doesn't get expelled. She just gets suspended. And that does not even include some of the things that the snob was doing, which should definitely have gotten her in trouble for just damage to property of a person, damage to school property, and almost causing the death of a pregnant Marin foal. There's no punishment. I understand it's fiction, but seriously, maybe someone else would think it's better, or maybe they'll like it. That's up to them, but I honestly would not give this book a chance, guys. I'm serious. Okay, I was not one of the ones that liked the whole 50 Shades of Grey here. I did, when it first came out, I was like, oh, let's take a look at it, see what it's about. Maybe I'll get into it. And being a writer, maybe it's something that I could possibly get into writing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not into that kind of subject trope in a sense. But I don't know. It just seems like it just wasn't really for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But possibly there's other people out there too. Maybe it was the hype that was built around it, especially when it got turned into a movie. But I don't know. It just felt like a letdown and just not really what I was expecting. Okay. I said I would explain this, and I will. So, I love the Hunger Games series. I watched the movies. I read all the books. I'm looking forward to the Sunrise at the Reaping in November of this year. I like the dystopian elements, the survival of the fittest, the whole bread and games elements in terms of the Hunger Games themselves. Honestly, I just do not like the romance part of it. I don't know. The whole thing about Katniss with Peeta, Katniss with Gale, and then suddenly Snow falling in love with Lucy and nobody knowing what happened to Lucy. I don't know. I just didn't like the whole, how it came together. The only part of the whole romance I actually liked was in the third book, The Mockingjay, when Katniss overhears Peeta and Gale saying that, oh, she'll choose the one that she thinks she can rely on. And she's literally thinking, yeah, you guys are screwed. Well, she didn't say that, but basically is what it meant. And I don't know, maybe it was just the hype, or maybe it's just the fact that even though she got together with the man she loves, supposedly, in the Hunger Games, obviously Snow, we don't know if he actually killed Lucy. That's never mentioned. I, for one, think that, yeah, maybe he did kill her, and he's just having to deal with the theory of the fact that he does not know where she is. And it's kind of like a fictional mystery that also goes back to the Battle of Lucy Gray, where Lucy Gray disappeared in the song, and now the character disappeared and nobody's heard from her. And then in the Sunrise on the Reaping, Haymitch was really a sad character for me. He becomes a victor, but in order to punish him for the rest of his life, Snow kills his mom and brother, kills the love of his life, and the way he killed the love of his life was really what made me not like the whole romance trope in the series. It's mainly because of the fact that Haymitch gave the girl he loves, I cannot remember her name, I'm sorry, but he gave her the gum drop that killed her, basically. And it's not really that made me not like the romance trope too much. It was the others as well, but this one really made it to where even when I read the series again, I'm not gonna like the romance trope of it, and that's just me. I know others probably will like the whole romance trope, but to me it was just, I don't know. To me it just didn't have a place here in this series, in this dystopian future where basically the capital brings the Roman gladiator games to life. So, like I said, that could just be me, though. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching in my list of books that I hate with a passion. Again, it really is just my opinion about these books. You may enjoy them, or someone else maybe enjoy them, or if they talk with me about it and be like, hey, Anne, this is how it is, this is what's going on, maybe I'll give them a second chance. But honestly, that curious incident in the night of the dog in the night, don't bother. That's along with Raven's Bay. Please save your breath on that. I will never read them again, and literally I will probably throw it away or burn it if it ever comes to that. So, but I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.